Nicalis is bringing one of my favorite video games of all time to the Nintendo Switch, and I'm very excited for this. Mega Man 2 and Mega Man X are getting physical cartridge re-releases in the year 2018, teaming up with Capcom, but they do come at a hefty price. The FTC is going after Nintendo. What's going on with that situation? Early impressions of State of Decay 2 are a bit concerning, and I bought some video games. Yes, I bought games. What games did I buy? All that and more in the Wednesday, May 2nd edition of RGT News with special guest, Krusty the Clown. Hi, kids!
RGT News coming at you right now. Woo! RGT 85 coming to you with the freshest video game news. Now take it away.
So you may remember a couple months ago, I picked up something from the Legacy Cartridge Collection, which is a new initiative that Capcom and a company called I Am 8-Bit are teaming up to do. And this was a special 30th anniversary re-release edition of Street Fighter 2 for the Super Nintendo. And it was expensive as hell. This cost me $100, plus the shipping was like 20 something dollars because it came from the UK. And all it really is Street Fighter 2, you know, the game that you could buy for $5 to $10, but I'm weak when it comes to Street Fighter. And it's got cool packaging, you know, I do like it. I do like the fact that it is a official Capcom product, even though Capcom kind of sucks, and the cartridge is red, so I mean, that's cool, right? That's worth the money. Anyways, Capcom and I Am 8-Bit are teaming up once again to re-release Mega Man 2 and Mega Man X on the NES and SNES respectively. Now, the NES Mega Man 2 will come with a brand new playable cartridge, of course. It'll have a dual fold box with foil, gloss, and embossments, a premium instruction booklet with a foreword by author Salvatore Payne, retro pack-in surprises, packaging manufacturing and restoration done by Django, Snow Art, and Design. Now, there will be 8,500 of these cartridges, and 1,000 of them will be a special glow-in-the-dark. Now, they did do that with the Street Fighter, but it was a much lower number. I think there was only 5,000 of these released, and only like 800 of them were glow-in-the-dark, maybe even less than that. So, not a lot of people got the glow-in-the-dark cartridge. Now, on the Mega Man X side of things, same thing. There'll be 8,500 total cartridges. 1,000 of them will be the glow-in-the-dark special edition. It'll have the same tri-fold box with foil, gloss, and embossments, a instruction booklet, and a forward by Gerard the Completionist, and of course retro pack-in surprises. Now, a lot of people in the retro community are a bit upset by this because it's basically something just like this, you know, repro, and it's expensive, but I think there's a market for things like this. I mean, obviously, when I bought this, I complained about it a lot. Like, I complained that I spent all this money on it, but at the same time, it is something very cool. You know, it is something somewhat historic. So a lot of gaming preservists and a lot of gaming, you know, snobs won't like this sort of stuff, and I get that. This definitely isn't something for everyone. Me, personally, I'm definitely not as attached to the Mega Man legacy as I am the Street Fighter legacy, so I will probably pass up on buying these, but to say that these won't sell out or there isn't a market for them, I think is very short-sighted. I think a lot of people are going to appreciate these, a lot of people are going to enjoy them, and honestly, a lot of people are going to pick them up. So it's still pretty cool. You know, it's definitely super expensive. I do wish that the price was a bit lower, but you know, at the end of the day, it's still pretty cool. It's cool to see Mega Man get some love, even though these are two of the most common Mega Man games to pick up. But all in all, I think it's pretty neat. Nicalis is a company that we enjoy here on RGT 85. I enjoy their physical releases, I enjoy the games that they bring to a variety of platforms, and of course, Blade Strangers is one of my most anticipated fighting games of 2018 that'll be available on the PS4 and the Nintendo Switch. But today, Nicalis just decided to tap into my heart and make me realize that I absolutely love these people, because they announced that on May 29th, one of my favorite games of all time, arguably my favorite shmup of all time, Ikaruga, will be coming to the Nintendo Switch, and I am very excited. Granted, right now it is digital only, but it'll be released on May 29th for $15. If you've never played Ikaruga before, it's absolutely a masterpiece. It's a very interesting gameplay system where you could switch your ship from white to black, and basically when white bullets are coming in, you can absorb them if your ship is white. Same thing with the black, and you constantly are having to shift back and forth. It's a bullet hell shooter. It's a very difficult game, but it's absolutely amazing. It was originally originally released on the Dreamcast and then ported to the GameCube. It's also available on Xbox Live, I believe, and I'm just really looking forward to this. They're gonna have a vertical mode where you could put your Nintendo Switch sideways and play it that way. I'm so stoked for this. May 29th cannot come soon enough with Ikaruga and the Street Fighter 30th Anniversary Collection. It is gonna be a glorious day here on RGT85 when those games release. So thank you to Nicalis for bringing this game. Ikaruga, May 29th, 15 bucks, no brainer. One of the big releases for the month of May is of course State of Decay 2. State of Decay 2 will be released on May 25th as a Xbox One console exclusive. Basically, you team up with some friends, you build a little zombie fort to avoid zombies, and of course, you have to survive the zombie apocalypse. There's 3 different maps. It looks like there's going to be a really cool crafting system as well, and it just looks like it's going to be a really fun game. A definite improvement over the original State of Decay. Now, some initial previews have come out from this game from Eurogamer and GameSpot, and it's been a bit negative, which is a bit surprising. Some people are saying they can't really tell the difference between the first game and the second game. Not a whole lot has changed, and there's some annoying mechanics where it's like it's supposed to be, you know, this sort of open world environment, but if you stray too far from the path of your teammates, it'll like flash on the screen that you need to get back with your teammates, and then will eventually warp you to where your teammates are. So you pretty much have to stay in a team-based setting, which I guess is sort of the point of the game, but I do find that a bit strange. I think it would have been fun to sort of wander off. I mean, not all teammates are created equal. If you're playing with some randos or something who are idiots and they just keep dying over and over again, I would think it would be smart to sort of veer away from them, you know, just to get away so that the zombies aren't strictly coming after your team. But I will reserve judgment on this game. Like I said, this game will be available on Game Pass, so I will be covering it on RGT85, and it's still a game I'm looking forward to, but these initial previews do have me a little bit concerned, but I'm still going into it with an open mind. And they released a new gameplay trailer, and I still think it looks pretty cool. Some new games have been added to the PS Now service for the month of April, which is a streaming service that is available on your PS4. The new lineup of games includes Ape Escape 2, Dark Cloud 2, Hot Shots Tennis, Limbo, Metal Slug 3, Mystery Chronicles One-Way Heroics, Cinemora EX, Siren, and The Last Blade 2. Now, I'm not a big fan of PS Now because I don't like the streaming aspect of it. I've never really had a good time with it. Even though I have strong internet, it seems like it still lags a bit from time to time, but I do think it is a cool service. I like that they're adding in sort of retro games like Ape Escape 2 and Siren. Those are 2 really fun games. So maybe if the service is, you know, up to par nowadays, I will check it out again, but it is nice that they're adding more games to this service. I don't think it's nearly as good as Game Pass yet, but definitely a step in the right direction with quality titles like these being added to the service. So the FTC is taking a shot at Nintendo. You know how on all your Nintendo products, a warranty states that if you get it serviced at a third-party servicer, that it voids the warranty of your Nintendo product? The FTC is saying that that is illegal and Nintendo must change that, which honestly, that's baffling to me, really, because I would feel like if you take it to a third-party, you know, provider, that it would void the warranty. It's kind of like if you have a car warranty and you're supposed to take it to your dealership and not an outside person, and if you take it to an outside person and they mess it up, and then you bring it to the dealership to fix, like, wouldn't that be on the onus of the third-party provider with this? So I would think it would void your warranty, but evidently this is against the law. So Nintendo has 30 days to change their policy on this. They need to completely revamp it or be subject to fines. And I really think that opens up an interesting case, because I personally would not take my Nintendo Switch to a third-party person to be worked on. If I had a problem with it, I would simply just send it to Nintendo, and I think a lot of people would do that. So for the FTC to step in on the situation is definitely very interesting. I guess it's more based on the wording of everything. So I don't know. It'll be interesting to see what comes of this. I guess Nintendo just pretty much has to buckle down and remove that from their policies, but it could lead to some interesting things down the road. And yes, finally, I did buy some video games, and I wanted to show them off very, very briefly. I bought 1 game for the Xbox One, 1 game for the PS4, and 1 game for the Nintendo Switch. What did I buy? I got Rise on the Xbox One. I've been wanting to play this game. It was $8 at GameStop, and I was like, why not? I also got God of War. I've been hearing some pretty positive things about this game. It's definitely time I check it out, so I picked this up as well. and Fire Emblem Warriors Special Edition. I have actually not played this game, and I've been interested in it. I know Hyrule Warriors comes out in the middle of May, but I figured this would probably be a little bit better suited for me because I played Hyrule Warriors on the Wii U and the new 3DS, so I wanted to check out a new Fire Emblem, or a new Warriors experience that was just with Fire Emblem. So I'm looking forward to playing all three of these games. Not sure which game I'm going to start first, but I did just want to show you guys. I probably will be talking about these three games in one way or another on the channel, so be on the lookout for that. All right, and that's going to do it for the Wednesday, May 2nd edition of RGT News with Krusty the Clown. People have been saying my hair looks like Krusty the Clown. I'm just going to kind of embrace it. I might actually dye it green. It's not like my boss will get mad at me or anything. Let me know in the comments section down below what you think of the news. Obviously, I'm very excited for Nicalis to be bringing Ikaruga to the Nintendo Switch. Between that and Blade Strangers, they're definitely one of my favorite companies of 2018. What do you think of this FTC situation? State of Decay 2, are you still wanting to pick it up? And what game should I play first that I picked up? I'm not quite sure what I should get. Thank you guys for checking out this video. If you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe and turn on notifications. RGT News is every Wednesday and Friday morning at 9 a.m. Eastern Sharp. Of course, there are tons of reviews on this channel, tons of just random videos that I feel like doing, all about encompassing the world of gaming. We are closing in on 100,000 subscribers. I'm super excited. There's going to be some giveaways coming up very soon that I will be announcing on Friday's edition of RGT News, so make sure you guys tune into that, and I will catch you guys on the next video. Check out the links in the description box down below if you really enjoy me and want to keep up to date with the world of RGT 85. I kind of messed up my flow there, but that's okay. Later.
RGT 85! RGT 85! RGT 85!